Hey, what is going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. Welcome to another episode of Caffeine Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with your favorite caffeinated beverage, whether it's coffee, tea, or your energy drink. I'm drinking a big boy NOS today. I got a lot of work to do after the stream, so gonna get my energy right, get some food afterwards, and then take the fam out for dinner. My nephew is actually in town, so we just built a new system. Content on that will be coming out in the future. The markets have recovered a little bit, but it's something, right? It's something. Mining profits are up, so not too bad. I hope everybody's doing good. We're going to be a little bit more interactive. A number of you reached out to me and advised, hey, I can read. Stop reading to me. So they call it the son of a tech format. But technically, I've been doing this before son of a tech was doing his crypto news thing. Honestly, if you want anybody that's been doing news for a long time, that would be the modern investor. And definitely is good at what they do. They have a unique flair. I know it doesn't fit for everybody, just like mine doesn't fit for everybody, but Modern Investor has been in the game as far as crypto news goes for quite a long time. So ignore the lines. We're still in this descending wedge. I don't expect to break out unless we get above 32K. So there's easily a chance that we could see even lower. And honestly, opinion-wise, from various sources or various individuals, who look at charts and stuff like that, there is a possibility that we could drop even lower than where we are now. The lowest that we could hit, obviously, depends on who you ask, but 16K is a mark or target that a lot of people are looking for. Was that the bottom? Was this 17.9, 17.8? The bottom? Was that 880 for Ethereum the bottom? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Nobody's got a crystal ball, and everybody can tell you what they think, but it really comes down to you doing your own research and making sure that you can see everything. We do see market sentiment is picking up, which that's a positive. So Bitcoin soars as crypto traders turn bullish. 2 signs the rally has momentum. Of course, this is like Barron's section of articles because they talk about Six Flags stock and some other stuff here, but I can definitely tell you that the sell-off that we've been seeing for quite some time has now diminished. Now, this is the daily chart, and you can see that we've been on a serious downturn for quite some time. If we actually look at the days that have gone by since the all-time high, that is 242 days, right? So it's been a long-term downtrend. Downtrends have lasted longer than this in the past, and we may continue sideways, possibly even pushing down further, so don't get too hyped up. But it is good to see that consumer confidence is coming back. So what bear market consumer confidence? Higher among crypto owners than normies, with crypto owners sitting around 16.4 points higher on consumer sentiment index. We also can see that there's a little chart here. U.S. adults, crypto owners in blue, income over 100K, men and millennials. We're kind of seeing an uptick in crypto owners, while everything else is kind of declining. Obviously, there's another big thing here about women. There's a lot of women in crypto, but there's not a lot of women in crypto. It would be nice to see women get into the game a little bit more effectively. Yeah, my mom's in it, my sister's in it, Crypto Wendy, Pocket Change, but not a mass majority of women that are in it. 9 times out of 10, their significant other, spouse, or even their partner, who is a woman, is in crypto, but they themselves are not. Baby boomers also getting into the mix, even though I'm not sure how many are them that are left. We got Gen Z, a nice uptick, men uptick, millennials uptick, income 100K or more. Income below 100K. Now that is kind of sitting level, and that's obvious, right? Because we're spending our money on things we need rather than things we want. Cryptocurrency is a want right now. It's not really a need. It's a want for much of the populace. As far as should it be considered a need, I would say so. Like if you're investing in your 401k stocks, future, building financial wealth, generational wealth, whatever it may be, crypto should be a consideration in that option, which is why you're seeing banks start to offer cryptocurrency as an option. But we definitely could. I would like to see more women in the space. I would like to see more ethnic groups in the space. No offense, I love all you white people, but, but there's more of you in the crypto space than there are us darkies, so to speak. Puerto Rican, Cuban, African American, like. But they are coming in, and there's plenty of good groups out there that are, African American led. Hispanic led. DJ Mines and myself are the only Puerto Rican mining channels that I can see. I think Modern Investor is also, he's not a miner, but is also one. But most of the crypto world is kind of dominated by the typical white male. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not getting racial on it. I'm just saying I would like to see a diverse group. Just like we want to keep the network decentralized, I want to keep everybody participating in it. And even not so much color of your skin, but just different groups, right? Subsets. So we got the more poorer classes, then we have the middle class, then we have the upper class, and then we have the 1%. The 1% is definitely in crypto. We're trying to get the average user, whether they're in the lower class, middle class, or upper class, to get some exposure into crypto to help build them up a little bit. Two key Ethereum derivatives metrics suggest 880 was ETH's bottom. So let's go look at the chart real quick, and we're going to take a look at chat. I want you guys to be a little bit more interactive. I'll try to include you in more of the show as we move forward, but bear with me here. When did we hit 880? They say we hit 880 on June 18th. Okay, so was that, excuse me, Nas makes me burp. Was that the bottom? It could be. It could be. It definitely could be. But that's the same thing as we just saw on the Bitcoin chart, right? There is a chance that we can go even lower. And if we were to go lower, I would say 750, maybe somewhere in the 640, 650 range for Ethereum versus the 6,800, 6,000, maybe 15,000 for Bitcoin. But it's pretty good that we're seeing more news come out that has a more positive sentiment of what's going on in the market. So, Keith, what's up? Good morning. Gordon Murray, Jay Bohannon, Gandalf Gray, Danson, Black Cat Crypto. Thank you, Crypto Mikkel, for coming on over. I hope you had a good night's sleep. You always stream at night, and then you turn right back around and stream in the day. So, props, bud. Panos, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Can you recommend any CPU mineable coin? Pulsar profits destroyed. Not really. Not really. Chat, would anybody like to help Panos on that one? Any CPU mineable coin, because the Pulsar profits got destroyed. I know there was a number of coins that everybody kind of spec mine on, or speculative mine. But as far as something that you can mine profitably, long term, the only thing I could think of that's been around for the longest is Monero, but it's not as profitable, right? So that's why you spec mine some of the other ones that were available. But is there a CPU coin that Panos should look into that's got some decent profits? ErgoDex, first time using ErgoDex. All right, Gordon. I'm gonna have to jump into that. And Hugo down. Well, we never leave a man behind. So yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So this past weekend, I kind of got all right. A couple things happened. One, I tweaked my back, but whatever. Right? It hurts for a little bit. Still hurts now, but I can keep it moving. You can't really see it, but you see the top of my ear right here. So, not that you're ever gonna need to apply this in real life, but if you were in a position, right, with your squad or platoon, and your platoon or squad or position gets shelled, you want to be as low to the ground as possible, right? Because when that shell hits the ground, it's going to blow kind of like in this direction and sideways, right? So that minimizes the amount of shrapnel and the concussive blast from impacting you. The reason I am saying this is because 4th of July, I was sitting there, I was doing a good job of setting off fireworks. I was perfectly fine on my own. Lo and behold, another gentleman decides to come down to where we were, and he wants to set off his mortars, right? And we called him MacGyver. I don't really know his name, but we end up calling him MacGyver because this is where he went wrong. We know that 4th of July fireworks, the little mortar things that come with the package, are plastic, right? It got a plastic base, plastic housing, maybe a little bit reinforced, whatever. But when you launch mortars from it, that heat needs to go somewhere, right? So that housing starts to warp, that housing starts to have thermal expansion and contraction. And what happens is as you keep dropping more and more mortars in the same housing, the housing will start to, get tight, and the mortar won't slide all the way down, and consequently, it won't shoot all the way up to the position it was originally hitting up in the sky. Well, MacGyver decided he wanted to be launching his mortars the same time I was launching mine. I was doing mine safely with cinder blocks, woods, weight, everything to stop the mortars from tipping over. I was giving it adequate time to cool down before I launched the next one, so on and so forth. At most, I only did 2 at a time, but 2 separately and further apart from each other. He decided that he wanted to start stringing them together. Well, he did that, and because he was doing it so quickly and so often, the shell did not go very high up and explode. Luckily, I saw this coming, and while I was trying to light mine, I was really like crouched and prone down, down to the ground as close as possible, because I knew, again, if you're getting shelled, you want to be as low to the ground as possible. So lo and behold, it only went up like maybe 8 feet. And this is a big boy mortar, and that thing blew up. And it was, if anybody's ever been hit before, you get the ringing in your ear, your vision gets kind of like a flashbang, kind of like, whoa, especially with fireworks. But consequently, I was in the process of trying to light my own when this thing blew up, threw shrapnel at me. I got a couple spots in my head. Didn't blow my ear out. It wasn't bleeding out of my ear the following day or anything like that. But it was a painful feeling, and unfortunately, I lit mine after that just happened. So here I am. I got hit with shrapnel. My eyes are like flashed. My ears ringing, and I can't hear anything, but I can see I lit the fuse. I need to get out of here, and so I was able to get away just in time. But this is why you got to be careful. And matter of fact, let's go look it up. I think this is just hilarious how people don't pay attention. So let's go look up the Simply Safe fireworks. I know you guys seen this. This thing was viral. So let's go watch this real quick. Let's watch this one more time for the people that have not seen it already. Come on, give me the video. Where's the video at? Where's the video? All right, here it is. Hilarious. All right. Let me turn off my mic and turn on the audio. 1 second. So watch the firework kind of misfire, right? It misfires. Spark's gonna go to the right and go over to where their cache of fireworks are.
Who did that? You gotta put it in the shoe.
Not funny. I know, not funny. I thought that was hilarious. You got to be safe with fireworks, guys, especially when you're around friends, colleagues, and stuff like that. This individual did not care about safety. He was just going ham, and of course, he hurt me, but thankfully he didn't hurt my wife or anybody else. I got out of there. I got out of the situation because I was going to punch him in the face, so I moved on. But needless to say, it was quite. My friend was like, "Dude, you need to go get checked." I was like, "I'm fine, man. I'm fine. I've done this before. It's not my first rodeo. It's okay." Moving back on to crypto, it looks like we got a number of indicators here. So total value locked by market share, right? So this is talking about Ethereum still, and this chart's very interesting. Ethereum obviously 57.32 is mostly locked up. Tron, BSC, Avalanche, Solana, Polygon, Chronos, Waves, Phantom, and Arbitrum. So people have faith in crypto as a whole. I just think they're losing faith in the exchanges themselves, right? Which is fair. That was you? No, that wasn't me. That was not me. That video that we just saw, the Simply Safe, go look it up. Simply Safe fireworks. That was not my family, or I hope that family was safe. There was even a baby that was directly in front. The mom went and grabbed the baby and got the heck up out of Dodge. So hopefully everybody's safe. I'm pretty sure they are. But that was just it was a misfire that then caused their cash, which you shouldn't even put your fireworks behind a car and that close to where you're firing in the first place. But anyways, no, it's somebody else, not me. It was definitely crazy, though. It was definitely crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. So good old Americans doing stupid stuff with fireworks. One guy blew himself with his own custom-made M80s. So yeah. Hugo, it doesn't look like the van caught fire. Thankfully, it didn't rupture the tank, the gas can, or the gas tank, and cause an even greater fire. But obviously, that van is a little bit damaged. The explosion, especially those mortars going off right there, probably either broke glass or sent shrapnel into the van, the bumper, the back tailgate, side panels, rear corner panels. More than likely, it's damaged. So there's probably going to be an insurance claim, but it did not blow up, no. More importantly, nobody that I can see or what I heard has been harmed in some form or fashion besides, the loudness of the explosion. Fireworks are not something to play around with. They are explosions. And yes, they make a pretty light show, but if that sucker goes off next to you, and especially it's a big boy mortar, that's bad news bears, and that can hurt, damage, or even kill somebody. So that's why you got to be careful, you got to be smart, and sometimes people aren't. They start drinking, they start having a good time, they do stupid stuff. Not saying that's what that family did, but, the guy that, caused my ear to blow out and do some damage, obviously was. I don't know why he thought stringing them together 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 4 at a time was a good idea. But when he started doing that, I was like, okay, I'm out. You're done. I'm out of here. All right, so let's look back at crypto. Ether spot traders outperform stakers by 36.5. So this is what I was talking about previously, right? So there's still confidence in crypto itself, at least the main cryptocurrencies. Out of the 20,000 coins out there, the main cryptocurrencies, people have faith in. However, when you have exchanges or you're staking, your Ethereum into an application, right, like Lido, there's no way for you to withdraw your funds. Things are going to crap. It gets depegged. And I don't think it's depegged anymore. I think it's pretty dang close. Let's go look up ST-ETH. So ETH right now is at 1216. Let's look up ST-ETH. It's a little bit under it. So it didn't depeg far, but I mean, as these exchanges were closing down, which we're going to get into in a minute, more and more people were losing faith in these exchanges that were offering these great APYs, APRs, whatever you want to call it, and percentages on their cryptocurrency. Ethereum risks undergoing a major breakdown in Q3 2022 since it's been painting a classic continuation pattern called the ascending triangle, as illustrated in the chart below. Therefore, ETH's price could decline to nearly $800, almost 32% lower than July 7th's price. Okay, this is just a bunch of charts. All right, let me just be factual with you here. Okay, what we're looking for, and I 100% agree with DJ Mines, is the Fed, the U.S. Fed. I know, wow, the U.S. Who cares about the U.S.? I'm not in the U.S. I'm in the EU. I'm in the Netherlands. I'm in Norway. Whatever. The U.S. Fed, the 26th and 27th, that meeting is going to determine which way the market's going to go. It's either going to say bad news bears stuff and we're in a recession, oh shit, or it's going to say, hey, things are getting better. And it doesn't look like things are getting better. So I'm expecting, unfortunately, and this is not financial advice, I'm just being realistic here. I'm expecting the market to fall even more. And that doesn't mean just the crypto market. That's all markets, right? I'm expecting them to fall. So we may see Bitcoin fall some more. We may see Ethereum fall some more. Cryptos across the board, stock markets, all that stuff fall. So you need to make sure that you're shoring up your position. Be smart. Try to have cash on hand. I know I hate holding cash, but you need cash on hand to buy your goods, milk, gas, all that stuff, and just be patient. Especially when it comes to GPUs, which we'll get into in just a moment, or any crypto hardware. I already released a video about it, but yeah. Anyway, Shiba Inu, the real reason you guys are all here, was on a little bit of a tear, right? Was picking up pace along with all the other cryptos, but it's not life-changing money. It's not life-changing money. I know a lot of people who were in it during the all-time high of Shiba Inu, and now their money is not as profound as they would like it. But it was on a tear. It raised about 4.17%. It's more than 3% higher as of 3:30 p.m. What day was this? On July 8th, so that was yesterday. If we look at it now, let's go see where it's sitting at right now. Yeah. So nothing too drastic. Let's go to the 4-hour. So yeah, nice little spike on the 8th, climbing up from 1073 up to 1160, and now we're at 1187. So we are picking up, but so is the rest of the crypto market. So I wouldn't count that as a win. Basically, we need a cryptocurrency to separate itself from the rest of the traditional market, right? And I mean stocks and stuff like that. But right now, they seem to correlate. What is this saying? This is talking about Celsius lost 350 million due to high-risk trading strategies. And here we go again. Voyager is out millions of dollars. Thousands of crypto investors have their life savings frozen, and Voyager files for bankruptcy. Mark Cuban is also caught up in the bankruptcy of the lender Voyager because, as part of the partnership with Voyager, Dallas Mavericks, the team that Mark Cuban bought, promised fans a $100 reward to trade crypto on Voyager for a limited time if they deposit $100, and traded just $10. And so, yeah. Now, Mark Cuban is still a proponent for crypto, and he says, we're going to come up with new ways to introduce Mavs fans to cryptocurrency and help them understand. He also says, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of discussion, but most people don't understand the fundamentals behind it. We're trying to bring the level of education to our fans and to our joint customers. So, Voyager partnership, making Mark Cuban look a little bit bad, but I wouldn't say this is a something on him per se, right? Voyager, Celsius, Babel, all these jackasses basically make bets with your money, your cryptocurrency that you were so willing to let them hold on to for earning said cryptocurrency back in percentages. They made stupid bets that didn't pan out because the market crashed, and now they're filing bankruptcy and you're not getting your assets back, unfortunately. That sucks. I'm not going to lie, I am one of the people. But again, you never put in more than you're willing to lose. Celsius, for example, I already told my wife, we had $500 in there. It's gone. I don't care. It's okay. It'd be all right. It's not the end of the thing. I keep everything else that I own and everything else that I manage on wallets that I own the keys to. Always keep it on wallets you own the keys to. If you do not have a wallet.dat file saved on your computer somewhere for that cryptocurrency, or a hardware wallet or a paper wallet, then you should definitely move your funds. And that's actually what I've been doing. I do use Coinbase a lot. I do use Kraken a lot. But I move pretty much all of my big funds to a hardware wallet, and then I only keep a small position on these exchanges for trades and algobot trading, because I am still using the algobot to make trades. If you haven't checked out what I'm using, it is on the channel. If you want me to do an updated video, let me know in the comments. So what is up with XRP? And thank you for tagging me, by the way. I won't see it if you don't tag me. So if you have a question, tag me. So what is up with XRP? I don't know. What is up with XRP? Past 7 days. I mean, since the beginning of July, it looks like it's been on a nice little run up here. I think there was some news, wasn't there? Wasn't there some news, some partnership, something that XRP was doing? Unfortunately, I don't really care for XRP, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just why XRP traders must be wary of these levels before placing their bets. Why SEC wants to strike out defendant's expert testimony a day ago. Crypto community bets XRP to reach $1.95 by July 31st, 2022. I don't know, man. I don't know. You got to get $1 in that short amount of time. It's already July 9th. You're kind of hoping on a prayer there, bud. You would definitely need a lot more volume to get up to that, and it's down 46.14%. So it looks like there was a hype in volume. Maybe because of the SEC decision, maybe because of the possibility that people were saying it's going to hit $1 something by the end of July. That's why it's pumping. Because usually that's basically what it is. Right? You buy the rumor, sell the news. So people hear some rumors, they start buying up some cryptocurrency because they hear that it's going to go to this amount or that amount, and then they get wiped out. Just like the bear market wiped out 25 cryptocurrency exchanges in just 30 days. The mistress is cruel. So, we all know about it. We all been hearing about it. It's not news. Celsius, Voyager, all those jackasses that overplayed their hands, lost your money, lost my money. Again, I'm sorry if you lost a lot of money. I did not. Just keep it on wallets you own and control, guys. I don't know how many times you got to say it. Not your keys, not your coins, but just don't. Ever since Terra Luna, this crash has really brought many things to light, which is why regulatory response is incoming. The bad thing about that is, again, we don't want the regulators to regulate cryptocurrency into the ground. We want regulators to work with the cryptocurrency. And the good news is there are some bright spots in the economic, political arena that we'll see as time goes on. Now, quick question. XRP is the biggest. I'm going to show that, Hugo. I 100%. If you curse, my live chat will stop you. But, yeah. Agree about losing faith in exchanges. I changed my miners to mine to my Ledger wallet. Good job. Don't mine to exchanges, guys. Mine to your own wallets. Good job. I would love to see the algo trading update. Okay, so you want to see the algo bot? Okay. All over. What are you talking about, Rud? There are people that don't give. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Can I do a poll in here? Okay, yes, I can do a poll. All right, ask a question. What is your top crypto to mine right now? Add option. How many options can I add? Okay, I can only do 4. All right, so Bitcoin, because we can still mine Bitcoin. GPUs not so much, but you can mine altcoins and auto exchange it to Bitcoin if you choose to do so. 2Miners offers it. They also offer it for Ethereum Classic mining. I'm not sure if they offer it for Ergo mining yet, do they? Let's go 2Miners, Ergo mining to Bitcoin. If they don't, they should. Auto mine, solo mining Ergo. Do they offer that yet? Minimum payout Ergo. How can I choose that I want to get paid out in Bitcoin if I mine Ergo? Do I just put my Bitcoin address in and it will work? Just like Ethereum and Ethereum Classic? Anybody know? Dashboard. Because we know, let's go back to 2Miners. Pools, Ethereum. Okay, yeah, for each of the coins you could use your desktop, blah, 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 blah. For ETH, we recommend. For BTC, we recommend. All right. Edit batch file. So you just put your Bitcoin address, but I'm wondering if they do support it for Ergo. Because what exchanges... Has Ergo expanded the exchanges they're on now? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's not all of the exchanges I would like to see, but it's not bad. But I don't think it's as easy for them to trade that Ergo you mine to BTC. But it would be nice if two miners will add that. What is this other top coin? Let's say, I'm just going to assume here that everybody has, let's say, a couple of Nvidia cards, more than AMD cards, which probably is not true. We got to do another hardware update or a hardware review. So Ethereum, Conflux, Ergo. All right, I'm going to do Ravencoin, but you can always answer the poll and then post your answer with tagging me in the live chat. See, I told you we're going to be a little bit more interactive. You guys told me to stop reading to you. I'm stopping the reading. And I'm interested to know, what are you mining right now out of the top coins that I listed? If you can choose an option. If you're not mining that, then at my name and then post your answer. We'll check that poll in a minute. But yeah, so 30 exchanges. You know what's funny? It says 25 exchanges in 30 days, but out of the 25 exchanges, I only heard of like maybe 3 of them. So if you're using some hole in the wall exchange, that's on you. Now Trade Ogre is kind of a hole in the wall exchange. I mean, look at it, guys. Let's go to the website real quick. Trade Ogre, look at it. It is protected by Cloudflare, so that's good. But it's really a hole in the wall exchange, right? It's nothing fancy, nothing too crazy. You search the crypto you want to trade, let's say Avian, which I think is a cryptocurrency you can mine with your CPU. Monero's up 1.14%, $134. All right, so Avian's not here. What is here? Let's do... all right, Neoxia is here, right? Everybody's been heavy on Neoxia, especially with Rust. And this is the one that's in Rust, right? Right, guys? Neoxia. I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Rust. Neoxia. Yeah, proof of gain. Yeah, everybody's been heavy on that. It's down right now. 24 hours, 11.6%. So, nothing too dramatic, but LTC pair, that's pretty good. So that's cheaper fees compared to Bitcoin. But anyways, yeah, so the exchange itself is a hole in the wall exchange. It's nothing bad with it. It's just those type of exchanges have a tendency, if they themselves are accepting users' funds and then placing bets that are high risk, and they go down, you lose your funds. Right? Nobody wins, especially if they claim bankruptcy. But it's good to see that other exchanges have not followed suit with all the stupidity of placing high bets. Binance, I don't see failing, but they did have to halt Bitcoin transactions or payments or something like that because there was some block stuck. I don't know how true that is. FTX is a major exchange. Coinbase, major exchange. Kraken, KuCoin. Those would be the major exchanges. Gemini, I assume they don't get into crazy bets, but you don't know what these guys are doing behind the scenes. I can't confirm 100% without a doubt that these guys aren't taking users' cryptocurrency and then placing high bets with it and then lose your money. I can't tell you with 100% confidence that that's not true. They could be doing that. Who's doing it? I don't know. Anyways, moving on. The top cryptocurrencies. The reason why I asked the question, 7 of the best cryptocurrencies to buy now. This is not my opinion. This is somebody else's opinion. The article writer doesn't have their name on here. But anyways, they say Bitcoin. I would agree with that, right? Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. Ethereum isn't going anywhere. Solana, it's had its rough patches. It's been down multiple times, multiple issues. Avalanche, same thing. Binance Coin, a major crypto exchange coin. Tron hasn't been doing too well, but Tron, Justin's son does not want to let that bad boy die. Cosmos, pretty good platform. Got some good opportunity there. Small cap coin. So those are the coins that this article says. Then moving on to this one. The top cryptocurrencies are Ethereum, Ripple, ApeCoin, Binance Coin, Solana, Cardano, Decentraland, Uniswap, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin. Again, this is not my choices. This is some person writing an article for the Herald and for WTOP, whatever that is. And I would agree with Ethereum. I would agree with Bitcoin. Binance Coin is a major exchange coin. Solana, rough patches. Cardano, I love it, but it has some issues. Decentraland, Mana, obviously gaining some traction in the metaverse. Uniswap, not so much, but it's got its ups and downs. Shiba Inu made a lot of people a lot of money, but will it make you a lot of money? Probably not. The jump from where it was to the previous all-time high that made a lot of people rich compared to where it is now to a new all-time high is a lot smaller. So you probably won't get as rich if you did dump a lot of money into it. And you shouldn't be taking your life savings and dumping it into cryptocurrency. But Bitcoin, Ethereum are the top two coins, right? They're safe, right? Ethereum's going to have its troubles with the merge. They look very disorganized right now. I listened to the meeting yesterday. There was a little bit of infighting. They need to take that. And honestly, you know what? Let me address this not to you, the viewer, but to the Ethereum devs if they watch this video. You guys should really iron out all this infighting offline before you go on a public forum and then try to discuss this various issues, whether it's the EL, CL, or security, or privacy, or concerns about the network, concerns about the upgrade, whether people will update that. It doesn't matter. Keep that communication of you guys fighting offline, and then when you're ready, come online and do a public forum, right? Because if all I'm hearing lately is a little bit of bickering, a little bit of whinging, whining, and a little bit of infighting, and that doesn't look professional. It doesn't look organized. Who am I to say that? Honestly, nobody. But from a professional corporation standpoint, you guys need to look a little bit more organized on a cohesive unit, working together to a common goal, which is to get the merge done. Just get it together offline before you come online. And then, yeah, let's go look at the poll. So what did we say here? So 21% right now out of 24 votes, 21% is on Bitcoin, 50% is on Ethereum, and 24% Ergo, 4% Ravencoin. Ravencoin's losing a lot, man. Ravencoin, I don't know, guys. Tron Black, man. We're out of page one. Like on CoinMarketCap, people aren't mining it as much because it's more CPU intensive than memory intensive. We'll see after the merge if people will flock to Ravencoin, but I have a feeling they won't, because to mine Ravencoin, your GPUs will run hot because it's more core intensive. So I don't know, man. Not looking too good. Not looking too good. All right, let me check chat real quick. So, all right. What do we got? I don't think Ergo works yet. Well, they still got some updates to do. They still got some improvements they can do. They're working towards it. Everywhere live streams are on YouTube is XRP. Well, good for them, right? I don't know what they're seeing that I'm not. Maybe the SEC is going to lose the fight and XRP is going to pump. I don't know. It looks that way, but I'd rather put my funds into Bitcoin and Ethereum than XRP, just me personally. I don't think they offer it. I would do it if they did. Way better on GPUs. Right. So we're talking about two miners. If you can, we would be very interested in being able to mine Ergo and get paid in Bitcoin. but I know that's a little bit hard logistically considering the exchanges and having to convert and all that stuff. Is Exodus Wallet okay as DT? Yes, Exodus Wallet's pretty good. What do you guys think? So I don't have Exodus installed on my system right now, but I do have the Exodus Wallet, and you have the availability to export your keys. Am I correct? I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Exodus wallet export, not transactions. Wallet, select asset, click export transactions. We don't care about that. Like I don't have it installed right now, but I have my keys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. How to view your private keys.
Welcome to the Exodus knowledge base. Let's go over how to view your private key access to your funds. I'll search for Ethereum.
So I'm assuming you search for the
A warning
cryptocurrency.
Please make then on the more menu.
You click the three dots in the top right.
Click
Export
on
addresses.
View Private
All right,
Keys.
view private keys. There you go.
Anyone with your private key can
And
follow
then
us
you
is
put
on
in
the
your
left,
code, and then there's your
and the
information.
private
Yeah.
key is on the
So
right.
not your keys, not your coins. The exchanges don't give you that type of information. So as long as you have a wallet that gives you your keys and you can back up that wallet.dat file, you're good. Obviously, it's only as safe as the computer it's on, right? So if you're going to compromising websites, porn websites, websites that could infect your system, and the hacker finds that wallet.dat file, they could steal it and then export the funds. So just be mindful of the system you're on, and if you have all your wallets on it, be careful where you're going to. Greetings from Germany, the land with one of the highest power costs. Yes, I'm sorry, Mathis, about that. I hope you're still mining profitably. If you're not, you're probably turned off. Matter of fact, I had to turn off my rigs, not so much because of power, but because of electricity, man, or because of the heat, guys. So you see these two big dips? It's getting really hot, really hot. And so I had to turn off my mining rigs because my AC is working double time just during the peak of the day, right? So between like after the stream, 12 and 2, maybe 12 and 3, kick it back on afterwards. And it also helps me out because that's during the peak electricity costs anyway. So people are mining Ethereum. Don't support rats is on Ethereum. Rud puts is on Raven and ETC. Speaking of Ethereum, let's look at the block times. Joe says, I am mining ETH on 2 rigs and Ergo and Neta on my daily driver. Cool. Paul says pass on Nexia. Neoxia, whatever that is. I don't say, excuse me, it's not whatever it is. I know what it is. I haven't got into it. I know a lot of people have been into it. It's fun playing Rust and all that stuff, whatever. But you can mine Neoxia. It's actually becoming one of the more profitable cryptocurrencies to mine. I saw it the other day, and I think it's dropped down. But anyways, I have Zelcore. That's a wallet, but you can trade. Is it a Dread or a wallet? I don't know, Rudd. I'm not sure what you're saying there, bud. I always feel weird when I use Trade Ogre. I know it's sketchy, but it feels sketchy. Yeah, I know what you mean. Raven is too hot for summer. 100% agree. I don't see any use case for Raven coin. That's what I'm saying. Like, the assets were good, but they need to continue to push updates and use cases on Raven coin. Tron Black, very smart guy, very intelligent. Love to hang out with him in person one day, but they need to push it. They need to push it. Right now, it's just mine it and then hang on to it, or mine it, make an asset, or mine it and exchange it for whatever cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. We need some more use cases. Hugo's here in Mexico City. We have cold summers and cold winters, so I can mine whenever I want. That's what's up. Unfortunately, here in Florida, it's way too hot, so I had to turn off the rigs to cool it down a little bit. Moving on, getting ready to wrap up the stream here. Russia is to improve crypto transaction monitoring as regulation draws closer. Now, what's funny about that is in this article right here, the U.S. urged Japan to step up pressure on crypto miners with links to Russia, right? Because they're afraid that Russia is using the profits to evade sanctions or to mitigate the sanctions impact on their overall situation. And Russia, to improve crypto transaction monitoring over regulation draws near. I'm sure we wouldn't get that report or get to hear what that report's about. But I remember in the beginning, maybe a few months ago, basically Russia, the Bank of Russia, and Putin weren't on the same page, right? The Bank of Russia was like, ban crypto, ban crypto, ban crypto. And Putin was like, no, get your butt in gear and regulate it and focus it. So they weren't on the same page. Now, with the situation in between Ukraine and Russia, they're on the same page, obviously, because they're probably trying to use cryptocurrency as a way to help mitigate the effects of the sanctions. That's unfortunate because I don't want cryptocurrency to be used for nefarious purposes, even though the cash or the dollar or the fiat is used for much more nefarious purposes than cryptocurrency. It's a debate that we could have till we're blue in the face, but it's good to see that Russia is trying to regulate it. I just wish they would come to the table, stop fighting in Ukraine, and just work with the rest of the world so that we can all work on regulating cryptocurrency, design a framework that works, that's beneficial to the cryptocurrency industry as well as the people. Because remember, cryptocurrency, or at least the birth of Bitcoin, was amid the 2008 crisis, financial crisis, basically because banks suck and they keep doing stupid stuff with our money. But guess what? These exchanges are doing no better. The whole reason of cryptocurrency, and this is probably what makes Satoshi Nakamoto very sad. The whole point of cryptocurrency was to put power back into the hands of people, at least in my opinion, and I could be wrong. Satoshi created Bitcoin to give the power back to the people, so that way they can control their own financial freedom, rather than relying on banks to do XYZ, get charged with fees, overdrafts, whatever. Sometimes not even give you your money when you ask for it. And then exchanges like Celsius, Voyager, and so many are over here doing the exact same thing that Satoshi Nakamoto was trying to avoid, right? As soon as oh my God, how did I forget his name? He's influential in cryptocurrency. Anyways, there was a meeting that the FBI wanted to have, and Satoshi was like, you know what? No, I'm out. And then took his name off the white paper and everything. There was no way to see where he was, contact him or anything like that, because he knew once the government started to get involved, and these major players started to get involved, they're going to do the exact same thing that Satoshi was trying to avoid in the first place. So they take your money. They say, hey, yeah, we welcome it. We'll give you this. We'll give you this. The rewards, cash back, APY, this. And it looks all exciting and enticing. And then shit like this happens. It crashes. And then you're like, hey, you know what? I need my money back. It's hard times right now. I can't afford baby formula, milk, gas. Can I have my money back? And they're like, oh, yeah, see, about that. Well, we're having hard times too. And so we're going to close the door. Bye. And then you don't get your money. Like, the exchanges are doing the exact same thing that the banks were doing in 2008. And so there needs to be better regulation because most of these exchanges aren't FDIC insured. And they need to have the money on hand. If they're going to place high-end bets, they need to have that money and double what that high-end bet would cost if it were to not succeed, on hand, ready to go to give people their crypto back. So it's unfortunate, but we'll see how this crypto crash shakes up the industry. We're already pushing for regulation. Then we got the Bank of England also calling for enhanced crypto regulation. We got Russia trying to provide better transaction monitoring and regulation. We got the U.S. trying to say, hey, Japan, put pressure on Russia by making sure that the miners aren't using that crypto to skirt the sanctions. Either way, things are going to happen. We got to watch for the Fed July 26th and 27th of that meeting, because that's gonna determine whether things are going to go up or down. I have a feeling personally it's going to go down, so I'm expecting to have some buying positions in place to buy some more crypto. Make sure to stack up my cash position just on hand, just on standby. Don't keep it in stablecoin, because we learned about stablecoins. Stablecoins aren't exactly stable and they can always crash. So sometimes good old cash will help you out. It's unfortunate because I'm relying on the bank to do it, which I'm trying to get away from. But we still need the bank to pay our bills, send bill pay, send Zelle, send money to people, whatever. So it's unfortunate. But guess what? Also with the crypto crash, I have a feeling, and you guys saw my video already if you haven't. Basically, I said the other day, don't buy, wait. And I'm still adamant about that. Now, DJ Mines is on the same page with me, and so is a number of others. Moore's Law is Dead, who's playing behind me, is on the same page as well. I say wait a little longer. Actually, let's just go to my main page. Wait a little longer, don't buy yet, is basically what I'm saying. So, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Yep, wait a little longer, don't buy yet. So talking about GPUs and GPU hardware, because I have a feeling it's going to get even better as far as pricing, right? If we go to eBay, the secondhand market, and we look up an RTX 3060, yes, there's a difference between the 3060 Ti full hash rate and 3060 Ti LHR during those times. Not right now, but during those times, there was a difference. For example, if we go to buy it now, sort it by the lowest first price-wise, we can get a 3060 Ti for around $420, $400, $430, depending on the model. Compared to, even if those are LHR, the LHR cards during the height was around $700, $800. So we're getting 50% off on that. And then if you find a full hash rate card, that doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant now because unless you update to the wrong driver, you're going to get the full hash rate out of these GPUs. But stay tuned. There's a catch on the next generation GPUs. There's a catch that I will be dropping that video in the future. But I would say wait a little bit longer. I know some people are like, if I keep waiting, then what happens if the price goes up, right? Chris, the crypto prices are pumping right now, right? We jumped up from 18,000 to almost 22,000. Now GPU prices are going to go up. You told me to wait. Now I got to spend an extra 50, an extra 100. I understand. If you need to complete your system, you've been waiting for a long time, go ahead and buy the GPU, get it in your system, whatever, right? Like I just built my nephew a system, and they were able to get a 3070 Ti for cheap. I upgraded the 3070 Ti for him for free because they're family. But pricing is better now. I just have a feeling it's going to get even better because not only are we going to have more financial issues going forward, but we're also going to have this supply situation. Now, Nvidia has told TSMC to not halt, but kind of skim down production. So we're going to have less 3000 series supply, but I still believe we haven't received all the secondhand GPUs yet. There's still a lot of secondhand GPUs mining, hashing away, folding at home, gaming that have yet to hit the market. And I think prices are going to go down a little bit more on the GPU side, plus the 4000 series coming out, which is going to cause the prices to go down even more, plus the financial concerns that might happen. As DJ Mines pointed out, July 26th, 27th, keep an eye on the Fed, see what the Fed says. Depending on what they say, that's going to determine if the market's going to go up or down. We will see it that day. Either the market's going to crash some more, or it's going to kind of level off, continue to move sideways, and possibly start curving up. But I have a feeling, just like DJ Mines and I talked about yesterday, that we still have some financial turmoil ahead of us, which is going to provide us better opportunities to get these GPUs, whether it's the new ones or the older ones, at a better price. Now, if Nvidia comes out with a 4090, that's freaking $2,000, $2,900, $2,500, that's stupid, right? Because prices are normalizing. That would be dumb for them. The price to performance is not indicative that they should be putting it at that price, but we just have to wait and see. I'm still waiting on specs. I'm still waiting on confirmation on some stuff. Still waiting on concrete data. We still got to get secondhand reviews for these new GPUs, so I wouldn't go out and just buy a 12 GPU rig of new 4000 series cards. I would wait till you get concrete data from some of your favorite tech tubers and myself and crypto YouTubers, but wait for the 3000 series to drop down just a wee bit more. Can you imagine picking up a 3060 Ti for $289, $300? That'd be sick, right? A 3090, right, was able to get bought, which was once $2,800 during the height, was able to get bought for $800. Can you imagine that 3090 drops down to $700? Like, we should expect more flooding the market, which is why TSMC was told by Nvidia to halt or slash production. They're not slashing production, by the way. They're not complying with Nvidia's request. What they're doing is they're delaying shipments. So they didn't stop production on the 3000 series. they're delaying shipments. Now they did stop production on the 12 gigabyte 3080s, but it doesn't really matter. The 12 gigabyte 3080s or the 10 gigabyte 3080s, they're still going to get you roughly about the same performance hash rate wise. Actually, the 10 gigabyte will give you a little bit more performance. So we'll have to wait and see how things pan out. But I'm excited to test out some of the new hardware that comes out. Intel still hasn't released their GPU, discrete GPU, which sucks, but we'll see how things pan out in the long run. AMD looks like they're going to be having some refresh. But right now, I would say hold tight, guys. Hold your position. Keep your head down. Keep your head on a swivel. Better times will come. It may not be right away during this downturn, but better times will come. Just got to hang in there and then pick up some GPUs along the way. I don't think Paxos is, but let's see. Paxos, exchange. No, they're not FDIC insured, but they have a regulated insurance. Paxos is a trusted company regulated by the New York State Department of Financial Services. So knowing as strict as New York is, let's see here. We maintain the reserves, the stable coins holders for your birth, fiat cash, and dedicated accounts at FDIC insured. They keep the funds at FDIC insured banks, but they themselves aren't FDIC insured. You see what I'm saying? But the smart thing is they always have the money on standby or in custody at FDIC insured banks to make sure that they can cover whatever bets or craziness they did. Oh, what's up, DJ Mines? I was just talking about you. So let's see here. What are the block times at? Waiting for it to come around. Block time still around 13 seconds. I'm honestly, even though I had to turn off my rigs during the peak heat of the day, I'm still making about 0.023 Ethereum a day. So when the block times, the difficulty bomb got delayed, the block times went down, I'm still at the same percentage I was before. Yes, don't support rats. Yes, that's what Paxos is doing. And that's smart. That's good. That's fine. You just don't make bets, high risk bets with people's money, and you don't have the money to back it in case it doesn't go right. You need to have that money on hand. That bet falls through. Yes, you're at a loss, but if that person comes back and says, I want my money back, you got to give it to them. The whole point of self-custody is to prevent situations like the 2008 banks and like the exchanges today from doing what they did. And if we're giving all the money that we have back to them and they're doing stupid bets like this, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot, guys. All right. So it looks like we're good there. DJ Mine just said hello. All right, so let's see here. Still making the same amount. Profit's still pretty good, or around the same level. It's a little bit higher than the previous level, right? I was making fiat-wise maybe $22 a day on my rigs. Now I'm back up to $30 or $28. I always maintained the same amount of Ethereum that I was making before the difficulty bomb got delayed. Now I'm making roughly 25 to 30% more Ethereum profits or GWE. So it's just a matter of hanging to. I've been saying it for the past couple weeks now. We'll see how things go, see how things pan out. Looks like we've got some delayed transactions both on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I don't think the congestion is going to give up just yet. So we'll just have to wait. But at least transaction fees aren't too bad. And yeah. All right, so that's going to be it for today's show, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope it was a little bit more interactive. I hope me reading to you did not make you upset and make you unsubscribe. I will do my best to try to continue to pump out content. It may not be the most relevant content, the most newsworthy content, the craziest story content, but I do try to pump out content on a regular basis for you. So do me a favor on the way out. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So let's check out links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here, like the dojlord.com. You can get this new polo style Serpent X shirt. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care and have a wonderful day. See you.